First of all, again, I just want to remind people, as I always do, folks, this is really, really important about the social distancing. We've talked about some of the things in the past with regard to if you're out enjoying the great weather, it's a great day today. Please continue to remember, you got to keep that 6 feet distance from other people. That you should not gather together in groups of more than 10 people. And of course, one of the things that is incredibly, incredibly important is that if you are an employer and somebody shows up to work for you and they are ill, they've got a new cough, they got shortness of breath, they got a fever, send them home. Now I know some employers are actually taking the temperatures of people before they're allowing them to come to work. That's one way that you can help make sure that people are following that guideline. And again, if you are one of those folks who has that fever, has that new cough, because it's allergy season right now, I know a lot of people are getting coughs and sneezes with the allergies, but this is something new. If it's that shortness of breath, that fever, if you have those type of symptoms, not only do you need to stay home, but everybody in your household needs to stay home, especially in those DHM areas. Okay, this is where we have community spread. We really need people where there's a DHM issued. If anybody in your household is displaying these flu-like symptoms, you all need to stay home. Don't go into a clinic, don't go into an emergency room until you have called ahead. Make sure you make an appointment so they can make sure they keep you isolated while they run the test to see if you have the regular flu or if you may be a candidate to get tested for the coronavirus. So again, I want to emphasize that again. Please, these social distancing measures are so important. We need everybody to participate. I think we had Martha Stoddard here yesterday talking about how we got a D on one of the social distancing things that had to do with cell phones and people moving around. We need to do better than that. We need to make sure that we are absolutely on top of this so that we slow the spread of the virus. We can see what happens in other states like New York where they were unaware that they had the virus. It grew before they could put their social distancing measures in place, and now they've got a lot of issues in New York. We want to make sure that does not happen here. The whole goal through all of our social distancing guidelines is to make sure that we don't have so many cases we overwhelm the hospital system. It's about preserving those hospital beds, ICU units, ventilators for the people who will need them when they get the coronavirus. And the people who will need them are primarily going to be older and have underlying health symptoms. So if you're older or if you have one of those underlying health symptoms, again, if you've got diabetes, heart disease, lung disease, something like that, diabetes, all that sort of stuff, you are at greater risk. So you should be taking more precautions. And again, folks, this is why we are taking all these social distancing guidelines. Again, we want to make sure that we're taking all the steps proper to be able to make sure we can take care of people that come to the hospital system. So, again, 6 feet distancing between you and everybody else. Stay away from people who are visibly sick. Cough into your elbow. Wash your hands often for 20 seconds at a time. These are the things, don't touch your eyes, your nose, your mouth. These are the things that will make sure we slow the spread of the virus. It's absolutely critical. So please, continue to practice these good social distancing guidelines. Yesterday, we issued two new DHM, two new directed health measures. One for South Heartland, which I think we mentioned yesterday in the press conference, but also 2 rivers as well, we issued a DHM for. So, and that's the area that includes Buffalo County, and about the total yesterday was 11 counties that were added to DHMs. And in addition, we're working one for North Central Public Health District. That is going to be the area of Cherry County, Antelope, Holt, Rock, Boyd, you know, that kind of area, that part of Nebraska. So that is being worked on and will come out later this afternoon as well. So new DHM on the way.